All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, buddy. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Uh, all right, guys. Happy Wednesday. Let's start with what we had yesterday on our list. Let's go over to our gappers list, starting with Snap. So Snap was on our list yesterday, and if you guys remember, we had a pretty tough time putting a list together yesterday. Just things did not look good, I think, and you saw that from our moderators list too. Everyone had probably two or three tickers on their list. It was not one of these days where you just had tons of stuff to choose from. And we saw that a bit in the opening intraday action, right? Look at Snap here, how choppy it was at the open. Finally, does sell down to this great level we had here, low of the pre-market 4080. Gives you a beautiful pop of the VWAP, and then it takes off after that. A little bit slightly clean here. I did try to take it for a long here, got stopped out, tried again, got stopped out again. Eventually did the move. But again, red day for me on Snap yesterday. Just not clean on this takeoff here. I actually was below this level. I was looking for a breakout, 41.59. Just the pullbacks were too much to hold on to. JMIA, also same situation. Look at some of these wicks, guys. Just again, not really clean here. Just it is on a bigger time frame, or at least a longer picture. This is a nice, beautiful downtrend. But for the type of style that we trade, it was very difficult to stay in some of these pullbacks. So again, very choppy there. CCL was also a mess at the beginning. They give you this breakout, comes back down, and then just complete chop. So if you had a rough day yesterday, you're not alone. A lot of people did have a very choppy, rough day yesterday. Here's American Airlines, a rough start also does eventually give you a nice downtrend here. It's dropping nicely. We had Neo. Neo has some good volume. Neo is probably the one that was the only one that was green, but by the time I was looking at things, I was trading very well. And look how nice this beautiful breakout was. And it's funny, I looked at the four tickers I had, and I probably picked the worst one. I think it was Snap, probably the worst one with the worst opening to trade. I look over at Neo and I'm like, wow, what an opportunity there. So if you took advantage of that, you did very well there. And then last but not least, we had AMD. AMD was decent, but again, I wasn't watching it too closely. This was a nice drop. Did give you a good pullback, which I like this pullback here for continuation to break the 5 minute opening range. So you did get that there, and then you did get a nice drop in continuation. So, but again, not the easiest day yesterday. Today, let's see what we have as far as our watch list. We do have a lot in our red this morning, down, our gapping down. Obviously, the SPY down quite a bit this morning, which we'll get into just now as we go to the market pulse. So we'll see what's happening here. A lot of the travel companies leading the way here. All the airlines, cruise lines are on here, I think. I cannot see one airline that's not on this list today. So it should be interesting. Just a few in the green, but these tickers look very, very strange. And usually when that looks like that, it's not going to be they might not be great. So we'll see. Let's get to the market pulse and come back and dissect this gappers list.
Yeah, man. As you said, we are solidly in the red this morning. SPY's down 1.6%. Qs are down 1.4%. VIX is up to 36-ish. It's up 10% on the morning. So not a whole lot of data out today. There was some trade data that came out a few minutes ago, but that's all I got lined up. The big number is tomorrow morning. Will be GDP for third quarter. First read on third quarter GDP tomorrow. So, all that having been said, I think most of what we're seeing here are concerns over COVID lockdowns, potentially a little bit of volatility with the election just a few days away, next Tuesday, a week from yesterday. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, let's start with what's up this morning. We have a few in here. Let's start with TUP. So right now you can tell quickly the volume is very light for this stock. Does not trade very well. I could tell by this down here the way the volume is. Daily is not as clean. So I figured this one wouldn't trade so well. Up 23%, 255. The pre-market looks interesting, but I'm concerned that you're not going to get great volume on this one into the market open. The spread right now is not bad, a couple of cents. That's good. We could probably add as a possible, but that's about it, really. I don't think it's gonna, based on this daily, I don't like what I'm seeing there. It might not trade all that well. Let's get some columns in here. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, let's get some rows
What's up,
down
big?
here.
They had some blowout earnings
Yeah.
that they reported this morning. So that's what's they're up on. This is Tupperware, so benefiting from people staying at home, cooking so
Yes.
much, and everything else. Uh, this thing's up big. Earlier this year, it was as low as $1.15, and we're up 21 bucks right now.
That
So,
is
um,
insane. Well,
yep,
what something can do to your business, right? I'm sure there's a lot of businesses that are thriving because of this situation. This is definitely one of them there. Let's take a look at FSLR. So, we'll add it on here. Again, I'm just not sure how it's going to trade at the open. FSLR, we have seen this one before in the past. We have traded it before in the past. I know I have. It is up 12% this morning, 109. Pre-market action not looking great right now, guys. And it's not an easy stock to trade. Spread right now is about, that was 25 cents just so. Now it did drop down to 5, 10 cents. So not the easiest stock to trade. I'm going to put it as a possible. It can trade clean. We've seen it do that as well. But again, you want to be careful on this one this morning, up 12%. Let's see what if this thing is gonna continue to trade well into the pre-market, into the
they
market
had
open.
earnings last night. They've had some upgrades this morning. So,
All right, excellent. SRRK right now pre-market, nah, it's okay. 395. Not as clean price action, right? We're not getting a nice flow here. It could get better if volume continues to come in. Yesterday we had a big day, but this daily, guys, this daily is pretty bad. Sitting at just 20 million shares. So it's kind of a lower flow stock, right? Had a good day yesterday. Let's see how that actually traded. Going back over here. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. You can see that these candles are not all that great. So I mean, the volume was probably not that great. We'll see. We'll keep it on here for now. I'm putting it as a possible. I do not like this daily. Also sitting right at that 20 million mark this morning. All right, let's head down over to, we have a lot in our gapping down list. Let's start with BY today. So they're taking a hit 13%, 617. Norm, is this market stuff or they got something else going on? This is a big drop, by the way, for them.
they unveiled some. They're going to buy back shares. They're going to make some changes. They unveiled a 3-year transformation plan. So
Hmm.
I haven't dug into it. It's a little more complex than just seeing some earnings numbers.
Right.
Interesting that they're getting hit to the degree they are.
Yeah, they're taking a bit of a hit here. So I do like that there. Let's add that on there. BBBY, 619 right now, down 12%. They're going to get the volume. They usually, when they have any type of news like this, they can get the volume and actually trade very well. So looking forward to see how that's going to turn out. We got the cruise lines. Let's take a look at those. NCLH, great volume right now, 535. Nice drop. We are down 6%. 6 CCL also looking good. A lot more volume, 770. Their pre-market is looking nice as well. Let's remove these levels we have here. We have lost some pretty good, but we lost a significant area of support. That's for sure. This one right here over at 1368. We talked about that. So this is looking nice on the daily. I'm definitely going to add CCL today to this list. RCL is usually a lighter on the volume. You could tell right now the pre-market is not as exciting as NCLH and CCL. But I think the daily on CCL is really nice. I love the daily on CCL where it's sitting at right now. So I'm gonna keep that one on there. I will keep NCLH as a possible. That's another one that could be we can look at later in the market open. JMIA right now pre-market is not looking great. We're down 5.1 with 113,000. You know what? This stock is a hit or miss, and it's been active the last couple of days. I have not traded it. We'll add it as a possible for now. We'll come back to that one. Let's look at the airlines. We have United leading the way here, and United is the one I like, so I'm going to add it on here. I think it trades a little bit cleaner than the other ones. American Airlines is going to get the volume, but man, they tend to be a little bit choppier than United Airlines. But right now, United Airlines looking really good pre-market wise, 320 down 4.3, leaving this area here 33.24, nice area of support. We're losing that now. We got some good levels towards the bottom there. And let's take a look at American Airlines. Where's that one? Right over here. American Airlines also looking pretty good right now. Great volume, 2.3. Their daily does look a little bit better than United Airlines. I have to say that. Look at the great area of support that we're losing now. It's a lot cleaner. If you look at United, you kind of have a lot going on in between here where the price action is. So I'm going to add American Airlines as a possible. We can always move that up and move United down or whatever the case may be. Delta is also on here for the most part. I want to watch. I want to jam pack my list with all airlines, but we are aware that today the airlines are in play. You got Delta, you got United, you got American Airlines. You can watch whichever one you like. You have Save over here, Southwest. You have JetBlue as well. Typically, these two have lesser volume, but if you like to trade those, they're also on this list. So we'll keep those two for now. It's just United and American. Let's
Save
take a
is
look.
Spirit, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Save is Spirit.
Oh, excuse me, Spirit. Yes, correct, correct. Southwest. What's Southwest? What's their ticker?
Love.
Love. Yes, correct.
LUV.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So we have TOT. What do we have here? This does not look good at all, guys. They're down 4.7, but look at this pre-market action. I don't know if it's foreign, but the daily looks horrible. Very light on the volume. We'll skip on that one. Here's
Yeah, it's
AP.
Total.
Oh, sorry.
Total, foreign oil company.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's not good here. APA, I believe APA is also a foreign company, right? It's an oil, I
No,
believe, as
that's
well.
Apache. It's a American oil
Oh,
company.
it's an American oil company. Yeah. So we have some oil stuff in play today. We have APA. We have Oxy here. Oxy's probably the cleanest trading one. I have traded this one before in the past. I think we all have one. It was very active a couple of months ago. So maybe we'll keep an eye on this one for now. Again, don't judge the pre-market action too hard on this one. Again, this is going to be moving with the market for overall. So if the market's trending, this could be a good play here. So I'm going to keep an eye just on that one. DKNG taking another hit. DKNG after it hit 62, man, 64, whatever this was here, it has really taken a dive here. Obviously, with
It's a
everything going
steady of a
on.
decline on DKNG
Hmm.
that JKS had to the upside for days and days on end. It's like DKNG, just like no matter what, it just keeps falling.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So, worth watching, guys. Right now, 377. Pre-market is not great, but that's typical DKNG. We've seen that before. I'm gonna throw us a pause so we can come back and look at it a little bit closer. Here's Plug today. Plug, I'm not seeing anything great besides the daily sitting at this level right here. Nice area of resistance that can now become support. Maybe if we lose that, we can run a little bit. But again, not looking great. I'm going to put it here so we don't lose sight of it. Here's pins, pins right now. Pins is difficult to trade, so I'm not going to add it to my list. I think it can be one of those stocks that can be very choppy. I think today we have a lot that's moving well with some good volume. I think pins could take a back seat. A
Yeah.
snap could possibly be a good continuation here for snap. So this could be a good possible as well. Again, we'll keep an eye on this one. Neo, what do we have going on there? Great volume, great pre-market action on Neo. Had a bang up day yesterday. I'm definitely adding Neo to the list this morning. See what we can get there. We have gold on here. So I don't usually watch that as a possible intraday play, but that's good. Workhorse is decent. I'm think I'm gonna stop here and see what everybody else has. We got some bank stocks also in play. West Fargo is the one that I like. It trades, I think, the cleanest out of all of them. Again, they don't trail that well, but West Fargo will probably be the one I'll watch today. But with that said, let's stop here. And Norm, what do you like this morning?
I've got a few.
Hmm.
Boeing. Boeing had earnings this morning. Uh, they were actually quite a bit better than expected.
Yeah.
However, they've had a lot of problems recently, so it popped quite a bit. And it's pulled back a decent amount. Definitely in play today, though. Uh,
Yeah.
UPS had earnings this morning. UPS earnings were actually um, pretty decent and beat expectations by quite a bit. If you look on the weekly, the last few months, UPS has shot up from under 100 to this 166. So they're giving
Mm.
back some this morning on decent earnings. See how that plays out. Microsoft had earnings last night in MSFT. Um, so those are a few that will be in play for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put UPS here, Microsoft as a possible, but I do like VA quite a lot. VA looking really, really good today. All right, guys, let's see what you guys have. We have a lot today. So let's try to see if we can find anything that's not on this list already. If it's on here, we're gonna look at it one more time and we're gonna make this list a little bit cleaner when we get back from our announcements. But first, let's see what else you guys have that we might have not covered. UPS, BA, we do have WFC. Yes, we talked about that one. It's probably one of the cleanest banking trading stocks that I personally will watch. So I'll put it on as a possible. I don't see anything great on it right now, though. So we'll see. We'll keep it on there just for now. DK and G we do have on our list. UPS is on there. GE. Let's take a look at GE. So on a day like today, GE's got 8 million shares. They're up 5.8. Maybe they have something come up here. I'm not sure if they had earnings or whatever. But it's just a tough stock to trade. They don't move all that much. We talk about this a lot on this show. So I'm probably going to skip on this one for now. I mean, we have some really good looking stocks this morning. This might not be the one to watch. Let's take a look at Disney. What we have going on with Disney this morning. So Disney, yeah, not much right now. I mean, it's down 2.1. The volume is very light for the most part. So I don't see anything going on right there. This could be maybe one to look at in the scanners, right? If you like the way this looks here, wait for the scanners. I do like the daily. I like where it's sitting here, but the pre-market right now, it's not looking all that great. Let's take a look at Microsoft. We looked at. Let's take a look at Zoom. Again, we continue to Zoom find a way to head higher here. Obviously, with the numbers rising, this stock is going to continue to do well because more people will be using it as they stay home or whatever the case may be. But it's a difficult stock to trade, guys. Very, very difficult. I'm going to stay away from it this morning. AUVI, we got some action happening here. Very light, only 804,000. Let's take a look what the flow is on this one. This is 1.3, so it's just starting to get going. It needs to do a lot more than that. I mean, it already had an 840, and it's moved quite a bit from 7 to 11, right? So that tells you how low flow this stock is. And how much it's moving with not a lot of volume. So that's a little bit concerning. You want to be careful with this. Is also is it a recent IPO going back into September? Yes, it is a recent IPO back in September. I don't trust this one bit, so I'm not going to add it to my list. Let's look at Zoom. We looked at a VXX. That's the VIX. Again, right now, just probably going insane. I still have this
Get rid
line
of
here.
that.
Still have this line here. If you guys remember that. But
Bad
yeah.
memories, man.
So yeah, popping up a little bit. Obviously, with the market down today, that could be something to trade. Let's look at six. What is six? Six Flags. Six Flags down 10%, 105. But again, just Six Flags not great to trade. They don't get a lot of volume. They're down nice today, but I'm concerned that this one's not going to get a whole lot of volume at the open. So I'm going to skip from that one, but it's down nicely this morning. W Workhorse, I think we looked at, right? Workhorse 347 down 4.2. Their daily has been taking a pretty nice hit here over the last couple of days. We're sitting right at an area of somewhat consolidation. This consolidation lasted a very long time, from July all the way to
I just
September.
I just want to say one thing on that
Yeah.
AUVI. Be really careful on that if somebody trades
Yes.
that.
Yes,
It's like
please.
Carlos said, the float is low, and I just happen to have the chart up because he mentioned it, so I was watching it, and
Mhm.
literally the bid ask went from 1149, 1150 for the
Yeah.
bid ask to 1120. It dropped 30 cents, like just on the next tick.
Yeah.
So be careful on that one.
Yeah. This is not a definition of a good low flow stock price action. The
My
spread is
concern
horrible,
is,
you know?
well, it's not even the spread isn't that bad on most of it. It's just because it's not seriously liquid, it
Right,
has the
right.
ability to just hop around where it's trading. And
Yeah, yeah.
you could, if it goes against you, it could go against you very, very quickly.
Yeah, these are the type of stocks that you can see drop, $1.50.
Yeah,
So just
no
not
doubt.
worth it. It's really not worth it. Unless you're gonna be taking 10 shares, it's really not worth it. All right, let's take a look at some more, guys. What do we have? SCKT. Good pre-market action right now. This one a 9 million SCKT. Daily's a little bit all over the place. 4.6 million shares. So a little bit of a low flow. This is looking much better than the one we looked at now just a few minutes ago. But dailies, I
It
don't
has
know.
ten times the volume as part of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 10 times the volume, so that's good. Um, yeah, this could be the low flow of the day. We'll add it here. If we have time, we'll get to that one. 9 million, that's good. AMD and Apple, let's take a look at those. So AMD right now, 1 million shares, a lot of volume for AMD. I like AMD. I'm gonna add it on here. I think they have a lot of good stuff going on for them. Don't worry, guys, this list is huge, but we're gonna cut this down really quick. It's a lot here that doesn't look great. We just want to keep an eye on it.
So you
AMD,
better do announcements now so you have an hour to do levels.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. AMD looks good, guys. Great volume. I like that one. We're gonna add that one on there. Right. What else we have? Yep, get rid of that guy. Nice. Thank you, Norm. All right. What else? I think that's it, guys. We'll do announcements now because we have a lot of fine tuning to do. So a lot in play today. The market is moving down nicely, and that's what's causing a lot of this as well, right? Many people are probably waiting for a bounce here to get back up to this level or start getting back up towards the top here. You're not getting that. You're getting a drop here. So that's going to create, a lot of insecurities and fear, and that usually is driving the market down quite a bit here. Look at just the madness. All right, Norm, let's go to community announcements. We'll come back and fine tune this list.
All right, guys. Last night we had Jared's Pearson fail strategy, how he's trading some reversals on that, and excellent webinar. I'm sure I have not been able to see it. I always like his analysis and how he describes what he's looking at and everything else. So thank you very much for putting in the time on that, Jared. I look forward to seeing it either today or tomorrow when it's put up in the Education Center. Next week, kind of quiet, guys. We've got it a little bit quiet for the U.S. elections. Know that people will be preoccupied probably with watching some other things. So the success webinar next week is on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is Managing Taxes for Canadians by Jonathan Warren. So that's next Wednesday, 8 p.m. And then there is no psychology webinar next week. As I said, we'll be back to normal the week after. We're just kind of taking it easy next week. Should be interesting with markets and news and everything else. So enjoy time with your family, getting ready for the holidays and the craziness that will take place with the elections next week. All right, guys. Member trade of the day and trade of the week. So take a screenshot of your best trade of the day, mark it up, and post it on Twitter with your entries, exits, strategy, ideas, thoughts, whatever made you take it, so on and so forth. Post it on Twitter, tag at Bearable Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use the hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading, and Stock Market. The winner for each day will be announced in the closing bell show, and then the trade of the week will be announced from each day's winners. One winner for the week will be chosen, and that person will receive a $100 Amazon gift card. Just a reminder, Andrew's book is now available in Espanol via Amazon and Audible. All right, if you're watching us in YouTube and haven't been in the chat, you can do so at a discount. Use the promo code PREMARKET24. That's PREMARKET24. That'll give you 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the room unless there's a market holiday, which there aren't for another month. Also, it will give you access to Carlos's onboarding class each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern live. That does not auto-renew or turn into any other kind of membership. Also, if you're looking to either upgrade to a lifetime or become a lifetime member, use the promo code Halloween35. That'll get you 35% off.
All right. Thank you, Norm. All right, guys, let's get to our list here. I see a lot of people throwing out GE on both chats. Again, it is active. We have great volume. What was that?
I won't even look at this one.
Yeah, the issue is how it trades. It doesn't move. You can sit here for hours waiting for a 20 cents move, and just the volume. You're gonna get the volume, but it's just one of these stocks. It's very painful to watch. So, again, if that's your style, by all means, add it to your list. But I won't have it on mine. All right, let's get to this list. TUP here, we're up nicely, 23%. Pre-market action is getting a little better. Hopefully that can continue. Huge pop, as Norm mentioned earlier. They got some good stuff going on here. So we'll keep that one on there for now. BBBY, very nice drop, 668. We'll keep that one. CCL, definitely in play. Getting some really heavy volume here and just losing this beautiful area of support. So that's good. I do like United. I want to watch a little bit of the airlines this morning. NEO is great. And actually, talking about NEO, let's go to the trade of the day because That goes to Jenny. She had an amazing trade on Neo yesterday off an ABCD pattern. Neo was probably one of the best clean stocks yesterday. So great job there, Jenny. Congratulations on getting the member trade of the day, and good luck on winning the member trade of the week next week. So, all right, heading back to Neo here. Neo looks good, guys. Great volume. I like this one as well. BA's got some potential too. I like that on the daily, and I have a UPS. UPS I might move down. I'm gonna move UPS down to a possible. So just right there, the ones we have some pretty good ones. They look great. Let's take a look at our possibles list. See if we have eight that should be moved up here. I think AMD looks good. Snap is okay. I'm gonna have to fine tune this. FSLR, I'm gonna remove. Two reasons why. The pre-market doesn't look all that exciting. Also, they can be a very difficult stock to trade. So I'd rather take my chances watching something else that can move a little bit better. I do want to watch at least West Fargo. Microsoft is looking good too in the pre-market. This is great volume for Microsoft. They usually do not start off like this. So that could be interesting. So let's watch that one. Plug, I'm gonna remove plug. Let's get rid of this one. Oxy, I'm gonna get rid of this one too. We can those type of stocks, the oil stocks, I can wait for them to hit the scanners. If they all start hitting the scanners, turbo breakup or turbo breakdown, I'll take advantage of that. You know what? I'm gonna take off American Airlines to make my list smaller, but I know that the airlines are in play. I got BA and I got United, so we just gotta keep in mind that the airlines are in play today. If you like American Airlines over United, keep American Airlines on your list. But I'm gonna remove it here because I gotta make this list smaller. The more focus we can have our list, the better it is for us to have less stress in our minds looking at all these tickers flying back and forth and colors and all that stuff, right? So JMIA, this one could be a potential. Let's keep it here for now. NCLH, I'm going to remove as well. I know they're, again, I got CCL up here, so I know the cruise lines are in play. If I don't like the way CCL looks like, we can look into NCLH and RCLH and see if they're giving us a better opportunity. DKNG dropping here. I like the way that looks right now, actually. Snap looks decent. AMD is good. UPS, I'm gonna remove UPS for now. We got our low flow. Yes, I think it's a little bit better. Still too much. SRRK. I'm gonna remove this one as well. I don't like what I'm seeing there. Let's get rid of that one. Here we go. That's a better list. Still a lot, but again, you're gonna have a lot to choose from today. So a lot going on. So try to focus on the ones that you have traded well in the past. Let's do some levels, guys. Here TUP. Let's add a level here, 26, 40 high of the pre-market. Towards the bottom, we do have a great level here at 24.61. Look at the resistance, then becomes support, more resistance here. A couple of days we have touched this right to the T. It's 24.61. So you want to have that on. That's going to be an important level for this stock. If we could break out of 26.42 towards the top, we do have a nice level here, 27.20. Let's see if that could be an area we can hit this morning. And then below this, you have the highs and lows from the last two trading days and the previous day close as well. So that's good there. Let's look at BBY right now. BBY, you know what? I think we could. This one might be a possible. 1998 high of the low of the pre-market. Excuse me. Towards the bottom, 1826, and then towards the top, you got a nice level here, 2262, and then above that, highs and lows from the last two trading days. So again, they have a big drop today. I do like that. We'll see. I'm on the fence on that one. CCL definitely on our list, guys. We lost this great area of support here over at a 1371, which is pretty close to where the pre-market high is. So I'm gonna just keep that on there. The pre-market low right now is sitting at 1298. We bounced twice in the last 5-minute candles there. Also, right in here back in August. The bottom of this drop is going to be 1285. So I'm going to put that on there for sure. A couple of cents away from where we are right now, bouncing off that 13. And you can see how the support you have here, how much times this level has been touched as far as resistance and also as support. So it's a good level to have on there. Towards the bottom, if we lose that, it gets a little bit choppy in this area. But if you draw a nice line here, you can see around 1174, you have a couple of touches there as far as support. So I'm going to keep that on there. You have this day opening right on there as well. And just in case we're going to flush, guys, I'm going to put a level over I-11 in case it's going to be that type of day, right? Towards the top of your cover, highs and lows, previous day close. But you have this nice area of support, right? This is a major area of support. You have this price dropping down, find support right around this area here, 1342, and then shoots right back up, right? So you want to have that on there. And you have a couple of days here, opening, closing, and bouncing off of that as well. So again, CCL looking really good this morning, 1.1 million shares traded so far. Here's United Airlines at the moment bouncing off 32.65, so we'll mark that down. Good area of support here, and also all the way down here you have another level at 31.22. So not the cleanest daily. Again, I think American Airlines excuse me, I think American Airlines looks cleaner on the daily. So I'm going to do levels for this too, just to have it ready. So low of the pre-market, 1078. Actually, I do like this daily a whole lot more. I might have to switch at United, although I've done very well with United. I think I'm going to have to switch it. So 1085 low of the pre-market towards the bottom. You do have a level right in here over at a 995, and then all the way down here over at a 923. So let's just take a look at these two. Towards the top of your cover, highs and lows from the last two trading days. And then as far as United, if I look at United here, yeah, the daily looks better on American Airlines. So I'll keep that in mind, guys. American Airlines. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. This looks very good. Actually, I'm gonna add it up here. Just want to put that on there. Okay, very good. Here's Neo. Neo was great yesterday. That was the member trade of the day. And again, just trade is so clean out of all the stocks that we had on our list yesterday. Right now, kind of stuck between the highs and lows of the last two trading days. Towards the top, you do have this level over here at 29.43. Towards the bottom, the low of the pre-market right now sitting at 27.50. But you do have the highs from 2 days ago also on here, and this is going to be a great level because look at the support you're getting there around 27.43, right? So it's a good area of support there. Towards the bottom, if we lose that, this is a minor one, not a major level here, but 26.84. I want to have that on there. You got a couple of days touching that there, but obviously the lows of the last two trading days got good support at 26 and 24.40, it looks like. So that's Neo for us. Great volume as usual. Giving some back of after a great day yesterday. Here's BA. So we know the airlines are doing bad. Also, BA had some not so great, some negative news, but they're dropping down today a little bit. Obviously the airlines don't do well. This company takes a hit. Right now they're down a little bit under 1%. 152.08 is the low of the pre-market, and you also have 146.53 all the way down here as a possible area of support. Towards the top, highs and lows from the last two trading days. Let's see if this thing is going to trade very well today. I do like the volume this morning. We have 1 million shares on this. So usually when you get that type of volume on BA, it is definitely in play. All right, that is what we have, guys. Let's take a look at our secondary list just to make sure we got everything covered. So American Airlines is a really good one. AMD is another good one as well. Let's do levels for this one because this could be very fun today. Right now, the low of the pre-market sitting at 78.05. So let's mark that there. We have tested that several times, 1, 2, 3 times this morning. Towards the bottom of that, we do have another level here. I know it seems very choppy, but if you look at this, if you go by this wick here, right, which is a huge drop, and look at the comeback after opening up, dropping down. What's this? $5 and coming back up, just crazy. If you draw a line there, 76.41, you can see the areas of support. How many times we have support there and a little bit of resistance as well. So mark that down. That's going to be important for AMD. And then here you also have a 74.04, a good area of support as well. Towards the top, the high of the pre-market is going to be at 79.50. So we'll throw a level there. And then above that, the highs and lows from the last two trading days. So AMD really good right now, 1.1 million shares traded. Snap, Snap is interesting. I mean, we just can't watch all these stocks, but Snap is interesting because you do have a possible drop coming here that can give you some good continuation. So low of the pre-market, 39.95 right now. Towards the bottom, you do have 39.11, and you also have 36.83. Now, this is a big drop from 39.11 to 36.83. You guys know what you can do. You can go into this date here and see on the 5 minute, how many touches were at certain price levels, right? Find some good areas of support and resistance in there. But yeah, this could be interesting. We don't have a great volume right now, but I like the drop we're getting. We're down 3.7 here, and possibly a chance to run towards the downside. DKNG also looks good, guys. 502 right now, down 3.9. We'll do some levels for it just because we're prepared, right? In case it hits our scanners and it's looking good, or somebody calls it out in the chat room. So hopefully somebody's watching different stuff than I am. So in case it looks good, you can call it out. We could take a look at it and hopefully take advantage. 35.42 is a good one. Look at the area for support. Great resistance and more support here before this beautiful breakout all the way up to 64.29. Towards the bottom, we do have another level here over at 32.38. I don't think you're going to get that type of drop, but 35.42, that's definitely doable if this thing decides to run. JMIA, I'm going to remove this one. I just got to make this list smaller. So let's get rid of this one. Microsoft is good, guys, as well. We're doing levels for all of these because we want to be prepared today. It's just so much going on. And even though we have a lot going on, you still got to be patient, guys, right? Don't just start jumping in from ticker to ticker. That used to happen to me a lot when I first started. I'll jump in one ticker, and then I'll see something else moving. I'll get out of that ticker, jump in the other one, and then I'll lose money there, and then I'll lose money in the other one, and then they'll both end up working out after. So just don't do that. Be patient. Everything's going to be running a lot this morning. Patience is going to be the key. So we have 203, 28, 199.42, and 196.38 as levels towards the bottom of our price action on Microsoft here. West Fargo, I'm going to remove. It looks decent, but we have so many other great stuff here. Let's get rid of that one. And I'm not going to be paying attention to this low flow stock, SC, KT. I'm just not going to bother with it. Let's get rid of that one. All right, guys, that is what we have. Let's take a look at what our moderators are looking at this morning so far. We do have Peter. He likes BA, Microsoft, AMD, of course. He has CCL, Snap, UPS, TUP, and GE. And that second line there, guys, that's all secondary. So the top is his primary list. That's what he's going to be focused on. He's going to be looking out for a secondary list for stuff that possibly can move very well. Jairus, again, great webinar yesterday. I got the recording. I'll send to our guys to put it up on the website today. It's just amazing. And Norm is right. The way Jairus explains things and breaks it down, the analysis behind his trades, and I learned a lot about his entries and the way he looks for things. Just amazing. So make sure to catch that success webinar if you missed it last night. So he's watching the markets, Microsoft. He's looking for volatility, bottoming on some of these positions that he takes, and that's what the webinar was yesterday. It's just amazing type of trading style. Thor is looking at Neo, AMD, Snap, secondary BA, Hog, and also Microsoft. Aiming like Snap, JKS, Silver. He's looking at XLNX, JMIA, Microsoft, and AMD. Notice how so far how different every moderator's watch list is, right? There's some days where we pretty much you can copy and paste all our watch lists. Today there's so much going on. There's just a lot there that can be done. We have Tiffany, Microsoft, CCL, BA, TUP, and American Airlines. And John is looking at a BA, Microsoft, BABA, and Zoom. All right, so we got a pretty good list. Mike is looking at BA and BABA, break of high scanners as well. So that just came in there. I think we're in for a very interesting day, that's for sure. Let's take a quick look at the SPY, see what's happening there right now. Again, just very active, down 1.8. So we lost a little bit more. We were down 1.5 a few minutes ago. So kind of dropping down here. We do have we're sitting right at a level on the SPY here too. This 331.35, right? So you can see how much support we had off of that. We bounced before in the past. We have also dropped down to this one here. We have another one, 326.95. And then all the way down here. This is a great area of support. Back in July, we had a nice drop to that in September. 320.93. So let's see how the market plays out. Make sure you have a chart of the SPY up this morning, because you should always have it up, because today the SPY is the one dragging a lot of these tickers down. Some of these tickers do not have their own catalyst. They do not have their own news. The list keeps growing. We have a bunch of stuff popping up here like JWN, which doesn't trade very well. I think that's Nordstrom. We have ExxonMobil, which is also not a great trading stock. So a lot of stuff being dragged down this morning. That is just because of the market, the way the market is reacting today. All right, that is all we have, guys. Any other stocks that you guys like today that we might have missed? We got a couple of minutes before we jump off the show here. Anything else? I see a lot of people throwing out Zoom. So we did talk about Zoom I personally do not like the way the stock trades. If this is something that you can trade well and successfully, by all means go for it. But I find this stock very choppy and also very difficult to read the price action. But you have other moderators, like for example, John. John can trade the stock successfully, has done so in the past plenty of times, right? So he has it on his list. So you got to find your niche. I know that this one doesn't work for me as well. And just stick to the stuff that has been working over and over again. Here's Brian. He has his list. He's coming in with FSLR, BA, NEO, and AUVI for fun. So AUVI, guys, be very, very careful. That bad boy is again, that's a 1 point what was it, 1.3 or something. Yeah, this is a 1.3, and you know, up 90%. Just be very, very careful if you're going to trade this bad boy. Again, if you're just starting out, just put this to the side for now. Later on when you get, when you fine tune your what you're working on now with regular mid to large flow stocks, then later you can, kind of play with these a little bit once you have your discipline a little bit more ramped up, and and it's just your skills a little bit better. Then you can start playing around with these with very, very, very small size. UPS, I see some people throwing that out. We looked at that when I took it off my list, but I'm probably going to regret it because it's looking really good right now with this drop here, down 5.2. You know what? This should still be as a possible here on UPS, so we'll throw that on there. I think that is worth having on the list for now. There we go. UPS is good. Let's do some levels for it since we have a little bit of time here. We just lost this 166 there, right? This is the low from 2 days ago. So nice level there. We just lost that. Right now, the price action is slightly above that. We got a great level. I know it's not the best daily chart, and that is because you don't get a lot of volume. Look at down here. You're only getting about 5 million shares on a regular basis. So this is going to give you a little more choppier type daily chart. Towards the bottom, you do have another level here at 157.51. So two pretty good levels here that have been really tested over and over again. You got some ping pong action happening here in the span of what, 2 months, right? This is August. This is end of September. So again, very nice levels there for UPS. Let's see what that does. Your low of your pre-market right now at 161.57. I'm not going to mark it down. Let's see what's going to do here. We'll keep it open for now. Then we can mark it down later when we get some more history towards the bottom here. Let's see what it's going to do. What else we got? MAV. Is that a ticker or is that something else? MAV. MAV. No, it's not coming up. MA. No, it's not coming up. Not sure what that is. What else? So UPS is good. I think we are all set, guys. Again, we have a lot going on today. I'm trying to see what other tickets we have in play. I do not see anything else. PLTR. See someone throwing that out. What's PLTR doing? All right, so we have 1 million shares traded here. What kind of float is this? What's the flow on this? PLTR, 725 million. So it's a massive flow. This thing just opened up. Volume, it has good volume. Daily is okay. I don't have a lot of history on it. Pre-market, I don't know. I'm not sure about the pre-market. I'm not sure about the intraday on this one. I'm gonna skip on this one, guys, for now. Again, could be a good one. Not sure, but we got so many other pretty ones here. I don't know why I would mess with that one. But we got some stuff here that's looking really, really interesting. I mean, just look at the pre-market action on some of these other stocks that we have in our list, right? You compare it to that one, it's not looking all that great. So I'm gonna stick with this list here for now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining the pre-market show over on YouTube. We are going to continue in our chat here. Brian is going to come on next, and he's going to take over and walk us through his watch list and into the market open. So trade safe, and we will see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure to hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Norm and I really, really appreciate it. Take care, guys, and trade safe.